Hey there, crafty friends. This is Julie Tillman. Welcome to my channel. Today I am taking part in an inspiration hop with my fellow Not Too Shabby design team members, and we are showcasing the October subscription products, and I have the I Want It All paper pad club. It has 2 paper pads. I'm working with Blue Christmas today, and it has the matching ephemera. There is also the special delivery papers are really beautiful, and they mix and match, and I did actually use this on another card that I'll show at the end. And then there is this Merry Mail stamp of the month, so it's little postage themed stuff, so it works perfectly with our Easy Wonder 3 die, the postage grid, and just I love the postage theme. It's so fun. This month, if you are an I Want It All subscriber, you will also get a bonus. Jamie is throwing in the Blue Christmas enamel dots, so that is a really fun bonus because they are beautiful. I love these blues and golds. So this is the card we're going to be making today, and I think we'll just jump right into it. So I have the Easy Wonder die number 3, and I've already cut that out from a mixed media white cardstock, and I am using the stencil set, the Easy Postage Grid and Border set, and I'm using the smaller one that will do an inside the stitching area. And we are just going to use some Distress Oxide inks to make a little background on these grids. I'm going to start with tumbled glass, nope, speckled egg. Alrighty, not sure what's going on here. And I don't have any rhyme or reason to where I'm going to put the color here, just kind of building it up. And next we're going in with some Stormy Sky. And I picked these colors to go with the Blue Christmas paper in the Paper Pad Club of the month. Just some nice winter blues. Then we're going with Uncharted Mariner for our deeper color. Whoa, we got a lot there. Looks like snow flurries though, like it's really fun. I love to ink blend. You just want a light touch with your blending tool. And it's great to build up the color. If you go in with a heavy hand, then you're going to get way too much ink, and you probably won't be happy with your blends. So our final color is Pumice Stone. And I'm just kind of randomly putting this in here wherever I think it needs a little. It almost lightens it up, but it gives that real frosty look to it. I'm loving that. Then I think I'll go back down the way I came. So now we're with Uncharted Mariner, adding in color where I think it should go. Oops, I think I swapped those. I did. No worries. So this is the Stormy Sky. And then the final one is the Speckled Egg. Because these are opaque, you can put that lighter color on top of the darker and it will lighten things up and blend things out. So that's kind of fun. I think I want just a little bit more. Yeah, and I got these all messed up. That was my gray one. No worries. It's almost like a frosty, blizzardy day. And then I'm going to bring in a little water. Just have my little disperse sprayer. And I'm just doing some half squirts to get some little droplets. And then I'm going to blot that off with a paper towel. I have a mister too, so get a finer spray. I'm spraying from like 18 inches up basically. I think that's about how much it is. I'm going to leave that for just a little bit. Then I'm going to bring in my paper towel again. There, that's going to continue to dry. Okay, so I think I need something a little bit darker. So I'm going to bring in some vintage photo because I just want just a hint of contrast. And I am definitely going to pounce this off a little bit and then try not to get too much. But I kind of want it around the edges. Yeah. And then I'm going to go back in and blend that out with the speckled egg. To kind of knock it back a little bit. And I think I want to bring in the Uncharted Mariner. Where did I put that? Oh, I took it again. Uncharted Mariner. Let's see. Maybe some darker down here, coming up from here, over here. Just different directions. And now I am going to do a little more spritzing. And then I'm going to bring in some white splatters. Okay, so I'm gonna wipe that off. And I have a little bit of white, I think it's just gesso. Just spraying it with water. I had some splatter from Spellbinders and I misplaced it, so we're just gonna go with some gesso. And most of this is gonna be covered up anyways, so it doesn't really matter. I just want it to look kind of snowy. Get different size of flakes. Maybe a blizzard is really going down. Tap, tap, tap. I can never stop with the splatters. I love splatter so much. So I think I'm gonna wipe up that little blob as much as I can. See if I can. And that's just a little extra on the stencil itself. So I am going to take this off and then I'm going to let it dry and I will be back. All right, so that's dried mostly now and I want to use these as like individual stamps. So I am just going to fold these back and forth a couple times on their like in the middle. And it folds really easily that way. And then I'm just going to tear them. And that's the best way I've come up with to separate these. I always get it crooked when I try and use my trimmer, so, and this gives it like that kind of authentic stamp look, the torn look. So it's really easy to just bend them back, loosen up those fibers, and then now I have my stamps, and I am going to pull out the stamp of the month. All right, so I am going to bring this stencil back in and line it up as best I can. Okay, I've got an acrylic block, and this is this month's stamp of the month. It is the Merry Mail stamp set, and I just love all these little postage style things. I have to decide which way I want my, I think I might want this to be long. So maybe I'll put my, this is Pebble Beach archival ink. So I am just gonna be brave. Yeah, it's kind of legible. It's a little, I might need something a little darker. Let's see. Let's go with ground. Vintage photo. That's what this is. So let's see. Where's my eraser? I don't know where my eraser went. I'll use this pencil then. There we go. I think that's good. And we'll go in with this vintage photo because we use that in our background, so that should be a good, there we go. So I don't know if I have re-inked this in a really long time, so we might have to do this a bunch. And I'm choosing archival ink because I'm not sure if I still want to put some more water on here, and if I use a dye ink, then it's going to, it would bleed and run. The colors might blend. So I'm going to stick with archival ink. But maybe I'll just put a little ground espresso on that because it's just not getting as dark as I want it to be. So that's better. I think maybe this little reindeer here, maybe if I embossed them in white, I think that would make a cute stamp. I'm gonna put this right back on there. Try to line it up as best as possible. And then I'm going to take a smaller brush with that pumice stone maybe. That won't be dark enough. Vintage photo. And I just want to get, I don't want a ton on there, so, but I just want the edge to get it kind of that vignette look. Just a hint of age to it. It's kind of fun. Oops. Ooh, see, that goes together really well. I like that. I'm gonna cut this down to 3.75 by 5, which is my go-to size. go with that. And then I think I want this to go to 3.75 as well. And I want a 2 inch, 1.5 maybe. And I am going to cut this. So now I'm back with that. And I think, so this was 1.5. So maybe if I cut this to 2 inches, or kind of do it, well, let's just do this. If I line it up here, how I want it, and I kind of just eyeball it a little bit, hope that it's straight. Yeah, so that's going to be really cute. So that's a super cute border. And then this is going to go right over that. Maybe there's a girl. Let's see what we've got in here. That window is nice. It's like you're waiting by the window watching for the mailman. That's kind of nice. Well, there's a fireplace. Oh, she really is waiting, and she has hot cocoa. I love it. I love it. So she's waiting, watching out the window for the mailman to come and bring her her stuff. Then I feel like this needs a little bit to tie it in. Just a little bit on those edges to make it pop. Little contrast. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, that made it come to life, really. I like it when things work out like that. So I have to decide if I want him above this line. I think I might, because I really like to see the full stamped border. The little window scene is just kind of adorable. Maybe I could put like a smaller snowflake. I think I want this to line up there. So I'm just going to put this down because we're committing. We're going for it. There we go. That to be right there. Those are like that. And then we're gonna put this up and maybe have him right there. I think right there we are coming to the home stretch here. So she is just waiting by the window on a snowy day. And I'm gonna give this some of that vintage photo. think I want to pop that up on foam. I have like 1mm foam.
Let's see. Here's foam.
Yes. Love it. They're so pretty. And they are perfect for this collection. So if you subscribe to the I Want It All, which gets you the 2 paper pads, the ephemera, the Merry Mail stamp of the month, and you would get this as an extra bonus this month. So that is fun. Maybe if I do 3 and 2. I have always heard that you do odd numbers because that's more symmetrical, or not symmetrical. It's the opposite. More pleasing to the eye. And then this weekend I heard from someone that you always do groups of 3. So you either do 3 or 6. I don't know. What do you think? 3, like odd numbers, or do you even think about it? I think 6 is too symmetrical. I very much like symmetry, and so I spend a lot of time trying not to get symmetry. Oh goodness. So now you're seeing the struggle is real here. Just the little details today. Okay, I think I'm gonna call that good. I love this card. I love how it turned out. I had fun making the postage with you. So this is a hop, so you'll want to check the description box for the playlist where you can find all the inspiration from the design team sharing our subscription products this month. There's some really, really cute cards out there, so you're gonna wanna check it out. So after I finished up my card, I decided to come back into my craft room a little while later, and I changed my mind about a few things. So that's kind of the life of a crafter. I used my trusty bottle of Undo to remove the seal, and I used the Santa approved seal, and I just cut it out with like a pinking circle, and it's embossed in gold. And I re-stamped this and then cut it out and put it over because I couldn't read it as well, and it just kind of seemed to, the colors that it was were just not jiving with me. And then I realized I didn't have a sentiment, so I pulled out one of the bonus designs from this is the Cottage Blooms card fronts from a while ago. So I pulled out one that is Sweet Moments, Sweeter Memories, which I thought was perfect for this little lovely little scene. And since mostly my cleaning up ends up being finding new things, I got busy making another card with the same products. So another postage stamp with that background that we created. And then I fussy cut these books from the ephemera and put it on there. Used the cancellation stamp and the 25 cents. And popped my girl up. She has a little fireplace. And this is the postage grid, and I just cut it in half. And I added some of the book paper. And then I grabbed a sentiment from the Tropical Leaves that says enjoy. So there are my 2 cards. Thank you so much for stopping by today. So this is a hop, so you'll want to check the description box for the playlist where you can find all the inspiration from the design team sharing our subscription products this month. There's some really, really cute cards out there, so you're gonna wanna check it out. And I'll have product links below and a link to the giveaway. So thank you so much for crafting along with me and just hanging out, and I will catch you on the next one.